This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Well, here we go. So Meek Mill thought it was okay to do a metaphor of Kobe. We talked about this. I told you right when I heard this, I was like, this isn't gonna be good. This is one of those things you just don't play with. Kobe's passing, you do not play with. You do not make a metaphor of it. It's too sensitive. I think everybody shed a tear in this country when Kobe passed. My mother's not even into basketball, and she shed a tear. Everybody shed a tear. It's one of the saddest stories of 2020. Well, that line was this B word. I'm effing. Always tell me that she loved me. She never showed me. Yeah. And if I ever lack, I'm going out with my chopper. It'd be another Kobe. Wow. Cancel the song. Little Baby was probably like, yo, take me off the song, G. Vanessa Bryant reacts. Now, let's go back before we get to her reaction. Let's talk about Kenny Smith. Kenny Smith says, Meek Mill deserves a pass. He gets a pass because he loves basketball. Kenny Smith, do you still feel the same after you see what Vanessa Bryant says? She calls out Meek Mill. And she says, and she deserves to, because, come on, these two loved each other, man. That was her husband. That was her everything. They had kids together. And Meek Mill decides a year later, to the date, to make a song like this. She writes, Dear Meek Mill, I find this line to be extremely insensitive and disrespectful. Period. I am not familiar with any of your music, but I believe you can do better than this. If you were a fan, fine. There's a better way to show your admiration for my husband. This lacks respect and tact. Same goes for Pusha T, because he also did the same thing. He said, if anybody play with me in LA, they'll be meeting Kobe. Trash. Guys, this isn't the metaphor you're looking for. This isn't it. Meek Mill tweets out right after that. I'm going back savage in this. F your feelings. What? Dude, Meek Mill's probably having the worst 2 weeks ever. This might be just as bad as the Drake's. Nah, the Drake stuff was pretty bad. This is bad. This is who Meek Mill is. Meek Mill showed us this in 2015, guys. Okay? It's nothing new. He's a great rapper. He's a pretty cool guy. I met him before. He's a cool guy. But gets in his feelings and he gets out of character, man. Every time. She had better people around him. And he needs to check his ego more. It's getting him in a lot of trouble, man. Tekashi. He goes back. He makes, even though we don't like Tekashi that much because of what he did. He ratted on his team. There's a lot of ways to look at that whole situation. It's confusing. But we can get the overall person he is, almost without a soul. He cares about himself. You can see how he treats his baby mom and everything else. Like, it's a little spooky. It's almost like he has no. They have a name for this where you just have no empathy for people. He doesn't have a lot of empathy for others. So, giving out $100 bills in Dominican Republic is just, people know that's the right thing to do. People that lack empathy try to act like they have empathy. They go out of their way to do things that they know receives positive attention. So he talks about Meek Mill wrote a letter. He said we're bullying him. His lawyers want that footage of him out of his video. That's funny, but hey, whatever. And then he says, he puts this up, King Von. And when I want to die, I'm going to find Tuka and beat him up. Lil Durk says, smoking on Tuka. Tekashi, King Von, rest in peace. Everyone, 6ix9ine, you're disrespectful. He has a point. These guys are just as disrespectful. I blocked out her face out of respect. But Tuka's mom was begging in a video for them to stop disrespecting Tuka. He's not here to defend himself. Yet they still do it. They made live videos talking about, I'm not going out like Tuka. It's like, have some respect for those that aren't here anymore. Anyways, that's what's going on. And, you know, like, as much as, like, you could not like Tekashi, the thing I do, sometimes it takes someone like him to bring out the imperfections in others. You're seeing Little Reese act like a clown, 600 Breezy. These are guys that, like, I kind of liked before, you know, but, like, they're acting out for nothing, for attention. Meek Mill saying he's going to exterminate Tekashi for years, for a whole year. And then when he comes across Tekashi, he does nothing happens. And you're off papers, and you had every right to do anything. Weird. The whole thing is just weird. And then combined with the Kobe line and everything. It's like, dude, stop. It's weird. It's really crazy. Anyways, guys, I'll do another video before the night's over. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Hopefully people do better in 2021.